As filmmakers, we love to get nerdy about our gear, and we love to be like, ooh, I want that new lens. Ooh, that lens is a f9. Ooh, that has anamorphic. Ooh, that lens turns twisty. Like, we love to get into these things. But what you have to think about is return on investment for your business. I say that with an URSA Cine 12K sitting on my desk. So I'm not immune to this. But you have to think about return on investment for your business. Is this a difference your clients will ever see? That depends who your clients are. If you're working for agencies, they're going to request specific cameras. Great. So you need to use the things they're requesting. Like, that matters for that client because the agency is the client. If you're working direct to client, which is 90% of what we do, the client doesn't know or doesn't care. The only thing the client knows is different about these two cameras is one is big. And if your camera is big, then it's expensive. The other thing that I have learned, real life, on set, the difference between this camera and, if you turn the right lever, it helps. I'm trying to take my matte box off of this lens and put it on this lens, because when a client sees, because I loosened the French flag while I was trying to take the matte box off. You know how this goes. When a client sees a matte box, ooh, that's a cinema camera. That's expensive. We've literally had clients on set. We were shooting, a 2-part thing. And the first part, we showed up, we put a matte box on, and we shot, we did all this stuff. And the next day, we just took off the matte box. Like, literally, there I am, loosening the French flag again. We just took the matte box off. And the client literally said, is that camera good enough for this? Literally. Client said that. And we were like, it's the same camera. That's called a matte box. It's just an attachment for the lens, and we didn't need it today. And the entire day, the client was just like, are you sure? Literally over the matte box. So if you want to impress your clients, put a matte box on. It is like the honest truth. Okay. All of this takeaway. The difference between a cinema camera and a mirrorless camera, Blackmagic, Sony, pick your camera brands. The difference is speed on set. The difference is control in post. The difference is impression you make with your clients. You can, what we like to say, play dress up. You can play dress up with a small camera all day long, and it still has all the functionality and all the benefits of a small camera. It's lightweight. It's, you can rig this thing up. You can put a cine back on it. You can put a matte box on it. You can put a monitor on top. You put a V-mount battery in the back, and all of a sudden it's the size of a cine camera. And your client doesn't know the heck of a difference between the two things. They're just like, oh, big camera, cool. This is good. This is legit. So knowing what matters to your client versus what matters to you. Now, of course, if you show up to a wedding with a giant camera, which I've done, you will get people being like, oh, dang, that's expensive. Oh, dang, that's pro. But also you're going to have just as many people being like, that's obnoxious. So think about what you're doing and what's the best suited camera for the task. Okay, what's popping up in the chat here?